Hi guys, it's Shell, Heart of It All Custom Creations. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button to see future videos. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So today we're going to do a kind of Western inspired using glitter and vinyl. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I'm using a 20 ounce skinny straight from the Stainless Depot. I will have everything that I use in the description box below. And then first thing I'm going to do with this is take off that little piece right there. And then I will sand this using my sanding block and then clean it up with 91% rubbing alcohol. So this is the vinyl I'm going to use. I got it from Peachy Olive Glitters, and I just thought it was just stunning. The difference with the cow print and some rust and teal. So I'm going to tie in using this and some glitter. The first thing I'm going to do though is go ahead and cut this down to the size that I want. I knew I wasn't going to do a full wrap on this, but I wanted it to be about 5-ish inches tall to go all the way around. So once I have that cut, I am going to go ahead and cut off the little bit of the backing and then put it back on so that I can wrap this around the top of the tumbler so that I can make sure that it lines up pretty well. And once I'm happy with the placement, I'll go ahead and remove that backing and set it down. Now, take my squeegee and start to get out the rest of it. Well, I realized when I was doing that, it was slightly off. Somehow I must have lost grip of it when I was placing it around. So I'm just going to fix that. And then I will go ahead and remove the back from the rest of it all the way around the tumbler. So I'm going to take my craft knife and cut off the excess. And I am doing it deep enough that it cuts through both layers so that I can then remove the bottom layer of the part we put on first. And you'll see me do that here. I'm going to go ahead and trim up the top of the vinyl around the top of the cup and expose that fine piece of stainless steel so that our final coats of epoxy will have something to adhere to. And I'm not going to do a split, traditional split, but I am taping off this end just to paint the stainless. I didn't want to put any paint onto the vinyl, but I do end up glittering up some of this vinyl. So I just mixed up some paint to give me like a teal color, and I'm just going to quickly go around and give it a nice one coat coverage and let this dry. Now that that is dry, I'd mixed up about 5 milliliters of epoxy. Definitely don't need that much. I used maybe 1 milliliter, if that. And I'm going to focus a lot of it on the bottom where it's painted, and then I do work my way up onto the vinyl. So the first thing I'm going to use is Coronation by Peachy Olive Glitters. And this is a very pretty chunky mix. And I'm just going to sprinkle that all over the bottom. Get decent coverage, but not full coverage. And I'm also going to tip my tumbler so that some of those bigger pieces go down onto the vinyl. And then I'm going to use Weekend at Bernie's to do a more full coverage, especially on the bottom of this tumbler. And then letting it cascade up into the vinyl area. But I'm making sure that there's good enough coverage, especially where the vinyl and the painted portion come together, so that it's not stark straight across. That blends up into the vinyl, the glitter, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm going to let that epoxy completely cure overnight and then give it 2 coats of epoxy. After the 2 coats of epoxy, I had just cut out in vinyl, like a teal vinyl, Enjoy Where You Are, and I did an offset with this like rust colored metallic vinyl, and I thought the two went very well together. So I am just adding this on, and whatever transfer tape I used did not want to let go. I think this is a high tack transfer tape, because it did not want to let go of my vinyl. So I ended up having to do pieces, and it took me a while. now that I finally got that off, I am going to seal this with the CCDiy quick coat and give it 2 final coats of epoxy, and this will be done. And I love how this turned out. I love that it cascades up into the vinyl. I love the saying. I love the vinyl. I just love everything about it. But this will be available on the website if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a great big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.